Have you ever wished you could get into the mind of your ideal customer? Or wondered how in the world you're supposed to make something or speak their language or create something that is right for them and that they will buy in an instant? Well, I have good news for you if that has been the case. There is a way to do that, and that's through market research and pre-validation. And that sounds really scary. In fact, a lot of people get stuck on this because of those fears. So let's talk about some of those fears first. Most of the time, it starts by just being scared of what people will say. What if they don't like what I'm doing? What if I discover that everything that I thought was completely wrong? Or sometimes we're just scared to reach out and have conversations. What if nobody wants to take me up on my call or my survey? What if no one jumps in? What if that means that I actually don't have anything worthwhile to say or do, or that I can't make it in this? Or what if I just don't like talking to those people, or they don't like me? There's a lot of fears that come up around that. But that shouldn't hold us back. We need to flip this around. Anytime that you feel like you're nervous about conducting market research in your community or with people around what you do, it's such an opportunity. In fact, if you do market research well, those people could even become some of your first paying clients, because what you should be doing is meeting their needs based on what they tell you. And I think that's totally biblical. The Bible tells us to carry one another's burdens and to look not to our own needs, but look to the needs of others. And as service providers or business owners in the online space, that's exactly what we need to do. When we do that, we're actually opening up the channels of communication, showing that we're prepared to help them achieve their goals, overcome their problems, and become the people or business owners or get those results that they've been looking for the whole time with your help. But you won't know how to position yourself, or you won't know how to move forward unless you take the time to do the market research. And that's why this is such an important strategy. So that's what we're going to talk about. What is the strategy and action behind this? Market research is something I recommend for everyone to do at the very beginning of their business. And this helps you decide what it is that you should be helping with within the general realm of what you do. So, what does this look like? It can look like surveys. It can look like phone calls. It can look like social listening or posting questions in different Facebook groups or forums. It can just be scrolling through those Facebook groups and forums around the topics that you talk about and finding what people are struggling with. When you do that and you find their problems and you see how they say those particular problems, you then have an exact roadmap and blueprint for your next product, for your web copy, for all of those different things. So taking the time to overcome that fear and to really dig in and get to know our ideal customers helps us in so many ways. When you do that, you're able to helps us in so many ways. Once you know what your ideal customers are looking for, or even who your ideal customers are, it becomes so much easier to create things for them and even to market those things, because you know what they're looking for, how to help them, and how to overcome those barriers, what they're looking for in their lives to overcome those barriers that you help people overcome. And that makes your job 1,000 times easier. But it starts by actually getting out there and doing the thing, right? So here's what I encourage you to do, is to actually get on the phone. Surveys are great. Honestly, they are. They can be a great way to get feedback from a large group of people. But you will always get more information by talking one-on-one, because you can dig deeper than your questions. So don't be afraid to actually put out a request to get on the phone with people. And I want it to be 10 people. so that you can get a good rounded look of what people who you want to serve are really looking for help with. And once you have that, everything will come together. You'll have more ideas and you'll be serving your audience even better than you did before. So this week, that's your challenge. Get out there, create a market research opportunity for yourself, and get in there and listen to the people. And don't do it with an agenda. Come at it by yourself, just waiting to hear from them so that you can do them the service of helping them where they need it most. And when you do that, you are setting yourself up on the fast track to success for your business.